As I said, I'm Director of Graduate Career Initiatives here at Penn's Career Services. And so you're always welcome to meet with us at Career Services. We do virtual appointments, we do in-person appointments, lots of ways to connect. Now, we're based right now in the basement of the McNeil building for the rest of 2024. In January 2025, we're excited because we're moving into a new building. Now, this building has a McDonald's in it, so we've yet to figure out whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll be on the third floor of this new building. So again, if you want to come and find us, we'll be on 3935 Walnut Street starting in January. We're not there yet because the building hasn't been finished yet. But most of the resources that we have are going to be virtual that you can use all the time. And many of the appointments that you'll probably want to take advantage of can be over Zoom as well, because we know getting out of your lab and walking over to where we are or getting out of your department can take a long time. So wanting to make sure that you know that you can find us and you're able to meet with us at any time. The Career Services website is a wealth of information at your fingertips in terms of the resources, the events, the things that are happening. And so, again, it's a very simple site to sort of navigate through in terms of how we are leveraging this. But I want to point out just a couple of things to take into consideration. One is that under the Who Are You drop down in the top, we have a whole page for PhDs and postdocs. We've tried to centralize some of the key resources that are going to be helpful to you on that page. So in terms of your community, it being at postdocs, you'll find information on that page that's going to be helpful. Pretty much every question that you have about, how to apply for roles or network or negotiate is covered under our Learn How To part of our website. So again, another drop down. You can see here some of the things that are out there that you might find helpful as part of your time here at Penn. So in terms of just getting hands-on information to the things that are going to answer some of the career-related questions that you have, this is going to be a place where you can go to find that. Now, interestingly, what you can do on our website is you can sign up on our website. And what that ensures that you can do is that you can create sort of a profile for yourself that identifies the things that you're interested in. So when you click on sign up, you're going to find PhDs and postdocs is one of the categories there. And then one of the things that you'll fill out in terms of your preferences will be your industry interests, right? And so if you have specific industry interests. Now, if you're going on to apply for faculty roles, then I'd probably choose education and academia, but you may have other interests as well, in addition to that, or separate from that. The benefit of filling out this profile on the website is that we have a weekly newsletter that's generated by, based on all the events and resources and things that are happening on campus, jobs that are being posted. And you'll get access to that weekly newsletter, just keeping you up to date on some of the most important things that are out there. So it only takes a couple of minutes just to set up this profile, but highly recommended to make sure that you're getting relevant information to you. We try to make sure that we're not sending every message to every person on our list. This is a great way of doing that. The other tool that you definitely want to take advantage of is Handshake. I just want to quickly walk through some of the things that you can do on Handshake and make sure that you're leveraging those as well. Again, so the website, the Career Services website, you can set up a profile there. You can also set up a profile on your Handshake page. And the reason why you want to do that again is because any organization that's posting jobs or events or info sessions or any sort of events that we're putting on, that information will get to you if the system knows who you are and what you're interested in and what you're doing, right? And so creating that profile, dragging and dropping things in from your LinkedIn account or from your resume is very straightforward, but it's also going to identify your interests and your industry preferences so that we can get you the right information that you're interested in. Because when we send out, an employer reaches out to us and says, hey, there's this great opportunity that I'd love to share with, postdocs, or I'd love to share with people with PhDs interested in this field, we will look to the preferences that people have set up in Handshake to make sure that we are communicating that information to them. So just a reminder to make sure that your profile is set up on Handshake, easy thing to do. On the left-hand side of the homepage are the things that you'll want to pay attention to here in terms of the menus, right? So we have an active jobs board. In that jobs board, there are plenty of things, internships and jobs, but you can filter on the things that are going to be interesting to you, right? And it's not immediately obvious when you get to the jobs page how to do that. So when you get to the jobs page, you're going to click on all filters on the right-hand side. You're going to scroll down within the filters to qualifications, which are the things that represent you. And you're going to select school year, because in Handshake, you're set up as postdoc, which means that when you're then filtering on your school year, postdoc, you're going to pull jobs where the employer said that they'd be interested in hearing from people with that school year. Now, some employers just say they're interested in everyone no matter what, but as you can see just in the background here, some of these things are PhD specific, right? The scientist exponent one or the trivia one at the top, they're looking for people with PhDs or getting their PhDs. So the filtering when you're looking at the jobs page is a great way to make sure that you're not just getting a whole bunch of stuff that you're not interested in. So school year, even though you're a postdoc, is the thing that you want to select because that's your classification in the handshake system. The events include information sessions that employers are doing, coffee chats, workshops and panels that they are putting on, but also that the career services is putting on, and career fairs. Again, most of this stuff is going to be focused more on the expanded careers that you might be interested in. If you're interested in only applying for academic jobs, you may not see as much stuff on Handshake that is specifically focused on that because academia is sort of its own niche population. I just want to make sure that as you're using Handshake as a whole, you're sort of taking advantage of all these different areas within that. The People's tab is everyone who's part of the Handshake network at the 500 plus schools that use Handshake across the country and more across the globe. And so if you click on the People's tab, you can narrow down everyone who's in the system by school, University of Pennsylvania, and by postdoctoral studies, their school year again. So there's 969 postdocs who have active public accounts on Handshake. And you can have a private account and you can have a public account on Handshake. We recommend having a public account because it helps other postdocs find you. It also helps employers find you if they're using Handshake to be able to do that. So just a very quick thing to do in your settings in Handshake is to make it public. But this is an opportunity for you to connect with other postdocs in different programs, different fields, different schools within Penn, and you can message them directly through the system. And you can search based on keywords as well. Maybe they're part of a postdoc group, or maybe they've had previous experience working with an employer that you would like to leverage, right? So a great way of building community as part of that. Employers, again, you can look at sort of profiles of employers and learn about the events that they're putting on. That's just an easy thing to do. And then the Career Center, if you click on this button, it's going to be where you schedule appointments with advisors. And again, just to summarize, the newsletters allow you to get information that's directly specific to what your interests are. And because there's just so much happening on campus, the more information that you get that's specific to your needs, the easier it is for you to navigate and use your time effectively, because with your research and with your life, trying to fit in professional development time can be hard. So just make sure that you're leveraging these foundational tools here at Career Services so that you are getting information that's going to be helpful for you.